Welcome back to the Forum in Inglewood. The Chicago Bulls with a 48-47 lead at halftime on the Los Angeles Lakers. Let's go to Ahmad, who has Phil Jackson with him.
All right, thanks, Mark. Your assessment of the first half.
It's a strange first half. I'll just have to say that. It was a high energy out there. Momentum swung a couple of times, and that's usually what I look for as a coach. I felt like the first quarter was pretty hard to judge. Second quarter, they got a real momentum burst, and then we came back and took the lead, and I felt like we really had a feel for it. We got a little upset out there on the floor. We felt like, a couple of fast breaks we didn't complete. We have to do that.
All right, good luck to you in the second half.
Thank you.
All right, over to you, Steve.
All right, Mike Dunleavy, the boards have to be a concern for you. They've had a big edge there. What can you do?
Well, we just got to be more aggressive, too. We got to box them out. We got to get to the boards. 22-10 is too big a disadvantage.
Now, you made a big attempt to get Teagle and Scott off. Can you get them involved in the second half?
Well, we got to just let the game come to them. You got to put them in positions where they can get shots, and hopefully they can make them this half. And if they can't, then you just got to just defend and play a tough game.
All right, better second half. All right, back to you.
All right, Steve, a first half that saw both clubs shoot well. The Bulls by 1. We'll be right back. Back at the Forum, Marv Albert, along with Mike Fratello, Ahmad Rashad, Steve Jones. As we look at the close-up statistics in the first half, again, both clubs shot well. 54% by the Bulls and the Lakers. And this, the main difference, the Bulls crunching the Lakers off the boards.
Big difference in the rebounds, but also big difference in turnovers. 10-4, 10 turnovers for the Bulls. As a result, most games, the Bulls, in the first two games, 11 more shots a game for the Bulls. Right now, 37 shot attempts for each team because of the difference in turnovers.
Lakers open up with Magic Johnson, Byron Scott in the backcourt. Vlade Divac playing with 3 along with James Worthy and Sam Perkins. Divac getting inside. He now has 11. And the Lakers lead it by 1. It's been close throughout. At one stretch, Chicago led by 4. At one point, Los Angeles had a 5-point lead. Jordan off the double team, got it back out. Pippen, yes. Bulls 50 and the Lakers 49. And Scottie Pippen is hitting the jumper. He now has 9.
That time, the Lakers, after the double team, tried to half rotate. They pretended they were going to rotate to Pippen, then went back to their own men. Pippen knocked it out.
What a save by Pippen. Jordan on the rebound. It is so rare to see Jordan on the drive, not A, score, or B, get fouled. So he got the rebound. And a timeout called. It's a 20-second timeout taken by the Lakers.
Well, after the great save takes place by Pippen, what happens is Michael comes up with the ball. He heads to the basket at the other end. But now, as he starts to take off, Perkins moves into his body. He doesn't quite have the lift and not enough extension there to finish it off. So he just kind of hustles back on the floor and says, I'll do it this way.
The Chicago Bulls in Game 2 Wednesday night at Chicago Stadium shot an NBA Finals record 61 7/10%. They hit 50 out of 81, and both clubs have shot exceptionally well here tonight. Michael Jordan with 17. He's 7 for 15 from the field. Magic Johnson 4 out of 6 for his 13. Worthy, the high man for the Lakers, with 15. Jordan with 17. Grant with 14. Pacing the Bulls. Perkins putting the move on Cartwright. Stepped away, perhaps not looking to pick up number 4. 1-point lead by Chicago with 1:40 gone by in the third. Cartwright and Worthy on the rebound.
That's the long arm of Sam Perkins, the extension, challenging the shot that's throwing Bill Cartwright off just a little bit right now.
Magic posting. Oh, what a pass for Divac.
And Divac made the baseline cut that time a little bit sooner than he had been doing it. He caught the Bulls defense by surprise.
Los Angeles Lakers by 1. Good recovery by Divac, and it forced the turnover.
But You notice as soon as the Lakers seem to have a break, there's 4 red shirts back. Excellent transition defense.
Magic. Paxson on the wing was open. Shot clock at 10. Paxson guarded by Johnson, has to unleash. He forced it. He thought he was fouled. 24-second violation. John Paxson arguing with the outside official, Bill Oakes, looking for a hack and did not get the call.
Paxson basically saying, just because this was a launch, I had to get it up at the last second. If I get fouled, call the foul. He feels that right there on his right arm, Scott made contact. That's what he's asking for.
Beautiful backdoor pass. Divac from Johnson. Lakers with a 3-point advantage.
The Lakers used that same back pick play from the top of the circle fouling area twice in game 2, scored both times there as well.
Turnovers have been hurting the Bulls. They have now committed 13. Lakers with only 6. Scott spotting up. Byron Scott now 0 for 4. The Chicago Bulls in possession. They are trailing by 3. Jordan with the step and was forced to pop it back out. And Pippen run into by Worthy. Pippen faking, then holding and faking again, and he drew the foul.
Let's go back a moment ago to one of the favorite plays the Lakers like to use only 2-3 times. A back pick right there. Small man Scott on big man. The lob over the top by Magic, and then the receiver who has excellent hands able to convert.
Scottie Pippen has hit 2 of 3 from the line. He is a 70% free throw shooter. This series resumes Sunday night. Game 4 here in Los Angeles. That'll be 7 p.m. Eastern time. That's 4 out here on the West Coast. Please note that change in time. And then game 5 at the Forum on Wednesday at 9 o'clock Eastern time. Lakers with a 1-point lead. 4 minutes gone by in the 3rd. Crowd looking for a foul on Pippen, who plays Magic aggressively. What a pass! Perkins converting to give the Lakers a 57-54 lead. And Phil Jackson calling for time.
I think Phil Jackson sees that they're ready for the way they've been playing. Jordan now on Divac. Lakers will go to it right away, and then the other 2 Laker players went to the open areas on the floor. Interior passing. Small man on big. Keep your head turned to the lane. The double team of Worthy and Perkins versus Cartwright is too much. Excellent interior passing. First one, second one to finish off the play. They're in the correct positions, attacking Jordan, who's matched up against Divac.
And this crowd raising its intensity. They've been quiet right throughout the first half.
It's almost as if this crowd was sitting there saying, wait a minute, these Bulls are going to go away. They're not for real. They are for real. The crowd needs to get into the game and help the Lakers here at home.
Lakers have a 3-point edge. Magic Johnson guarding John Paxson now.